Manager thought my job role was unnecessary. Learns the hard way it wasn't. About 20 years ago, I worked in the technology field as a sales engineer, supporting sales representatives. A new sales rep manager joined the field team, and he didn't like the control sales engineers had over the sales process. Because I was the lead sales engineer, he decided to make me an example of his brilliance. He got a very large lead with a bank, and proceeded to close a huge deal without involving any sales engineers at all. Just after the deal closed, he called to gloat, saying something like, "The biggest deal this month, oh wait, you did not participate at all." About a month later, I get a call from that manager, sounding a bit panicked. I join a conference call with the customer, and it's decided I need to come to the company for a meeting. At the meeting, I figure out the sales manager, and the sales rep totally messed things up. They sold the customer an incompatible set of solutions. I casually mentioned that maybe the customer could return one part and replace it with another, as they were roughly the same price. After the meeting, the sales manager starts complaining at me for mentioning price. Price was supposed to be the exclusive domain of the sales rep. He calls my manager and badmouths me. I didn't like my manager at all, so when he took the sales rep's side, I said, "Forget you," and quit. I sent a very lengthy defense of my actions during the meeting to HR. 4 months later, I get a call from another sales rep still at the company. He asks, "Hey, what happened at XYZ Bank? They are suing us." I call XYZ Bank and get the email for the CIO, then send them a letter explaining I was the sales engineer for the company they are suing. They eventually sent a lawyer to interview me and get my side of the events. My testimony was devastating to my former company's defense. I showed the bank the letter I sent to HR in which I claim, "Our company lied to the customer to get a sale." Eventually, I get a subpoena to be deposed in the bank versus company lawsuit by my former company's lawyers. By that time, I was working elsewhere and hanging out on Yahoo stock message boards, bashing the company's stock. One day, another sales rep from a distant territory called me to say that a huge deal we had worked on for over a year had just fallen through in dramatic fashion. I posted it to the Yahoo message board devoted to that stock. The stock crashed $13 the next day. I wondered if my post had anything to do with it. About 6 weeks after the stock crash, the day before I was supposed to get deposed in the bank versus company matter, I get served with a lawsuit by the company. They had used SLAPP laws to get my identity from Yahoo and sued me for the post that crashed their stock. So I went to the deposition the next day and said, "I'm sorry, the company you represent just served me with a lawsuit last night. This deposition is over." They were dumbfounded. Turns out there were 2 separate legal teams, one defending the company against the bank's suit, and one hunting that pesky internet troll who crashed their stock. And the 2 never realized the same person was central to each. The company settled with the bank and dropped their suit against me soon after. That long letter I sent to HR. It turns out the managers above me never read it. Once the lawsuit was over, the sales rep, the sales manager, and his manager were all fired.